Welcome back to Character Conversions, where I try to bring fictional characters to life in D&D. Today we will be building the Metal Gear Solid OG Cyborg Ninja, Frank Yeager, better known as Gray Fox. For stats, we'll be using the standard array of the player's handbook, divided up as you see here. We prioritize our physical stats mostly, and our intelligence after that to make sure we meet multi-class requirements. For race, while Gray Fox was a human, he was killed by Solid Snake and then revived through experimentation. I think this makes him a perfect candidate for Reborn from Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft. This will increase our Constitution by 2 and our Strength by 1, making them both 16. We gain Ancestral Legacy, granting us 2 skill proficiencies. We'll go with Stealth and Insight. Deathless Nature makes us resistant to poison damage, and it gives us advantage on saves against disease and being poisoned. We have advantage on death saving throws. We don't need to eat, drink, or breathe. Magic can't put us to sleep, and we don't need to sleep, instead entering a rest state for 4 hours. Finally, knowledge from a past life allows us to add a d6 to a skill check a number of times per long rest equal to our proficiency modifier. Background will of course be Soldier. This gives us proficiency with athletics and intimidation. We gain proficiency with a gaming set of our choice, as well as land vehicles, and our background feature is military rank. We were the only man to ever earn the codename Fox, so that likely still carries some weight somewhere. For class, Gray Fox is a soldier and therefore most likely a fighter, but because we're doing this build of him after becoming the Cyborg Ninja, we will instead be starting him out as an Artificer. He won't really come online till 3rd level, but we have to start somewhere. Artificer gives us a d8 hit die, proficiency with Constitution and Intelligence saves, light and medium armor, shields, simple weapons. For skills, we'll pick up Perception and Sleight of Hand. First level Artificers gain Magical Tinkering, 2 cantrips, and we can prepare a number of Artificer spells equal to our Intelligence modifier. Magical Tinkering is like an advanced Prestidigitation and likely not to see too much use on this character. For cantrips, let's grab Booming Blade and Message. Booming Blade is a good cantrip for helping us lock down someone, and also has the advantage of not requiring our intelligence, and Message for our codec. Good first level spells to keep prepared include Jump, Featherfall, and Longstrider. Second level Artificer gives us Infuse items. We get to select 4 infusions but only have 2 active at a time. The only ones I particularly care for Gray Fox are Enhanced Defense and Enhanced Weapon, giving us a +1 AC, attack, and damage. For the other 2, pick whatever you think will suit your campaign. As a 3rd level Artificer, we get to choose what type of specialist we are, and we will be going with Armorer. This grants us the right tool for the job, tools of the trade, 2 Armorer spells in the form of Magic Missile and Thunder Wave, Arcane Armor, and Armor Model. Tools of the trade will give us proficiency with Heavy Armor and Smith's Tools. Arcane Armor will finally give us our Exoskeleton, and each short or long rest we can designate it Guardian or Infiltrator Armor. We will primarily be using Infiltrator, increasing our movement speed by 5 feet, giving us advantage on stealth checks, and giving us the Lightning Launcher, possibly whatever it was Gray Fox used when he attacked Metal Gear Rex. With a range of 90 to 300 feet, it deals 1d6 lightning damage, and once each of our turns it can do an additional 1d6 lightning damage with a hit. 4th level Artificer is our first ability score improvement. We'll trade this for the Shadow Touched feat. To increase our intelligence by +1 to a 14, we gain 1 free instance of invisibility per long rest, and for our second first level spell, let's grab Cause Fear in case we need to make a man wet his pants. Now we have a good representation of our cyborg nature, so let's start building up who we were before now, Gray Fox. At 5th level, we will be multi-classing over to Fighter, granting us a fighting style and second wind. For our fighting style, we will pick up Unarmed Fighting, allowing us to deal 1d6 with an unarmed strike, 1d8 if both hands are empty. Should we grapple a target, we deal 1d4 damage to them at the beginning of our turns. Second wind will allow us to heal 1d10 plus our fighter level as a bonus action once per short or long rest. Our second level in Fighter grants us Action Surge. Now once per short or long rest, we can take an additional action on our turn. We don't have extra attack yet, so this will help when we really want to cut loose. At 3rd level, we choose our martial archetype. We'll be going with Samurai to go with our choice of weapon and the mental fortitude it would take to survive what we have. We gain proficiency in History and Fighting Spirit. Fighting Spirit allows us to, as a bonus action, 3 times per long rest, gain advantage on all weapon attack rolls until the end of our current turn, and also gain 5 temporary hit points. 8th level is our next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Strength, raising it to an 18. 9th level and our 5th level in Fighter grants us extra attack. Now when we take the attack action, we can make 2 attacks instead of 1. 10th level is another ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our Strength again, capping it off at 20. 11th level and our 7th level in Fighter grants us Elegant Courtier. Now whenever we make a persuasion check, we can add our wisdom modifier as well. We also gain proficiency in wisdom saving throws. 12th level is the next ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our constitution this time, raising it to an 18. As a 9th level fighter, we gain Indomitable. Now once per long rest, we can re-roll a saving throw we fail, but we must use the new roll even if it is worse. As a 10th level samurai, we gain Tireless Spirit. Now when we roll initiative, if we have no uses of fighting spirit remaining, we regain 1 use. 15th level, we improve our extra attack. Now when we take the attack action, we make 3 attacks instead of 1. 16th level is another ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our constitution again, capping it off at 20. As a 13th level fighter, we gain another use of Indomitable each long rest for a total of 2. 18th level is the best part of becoming a fighter, another ability score improvement. We'll boost our Artificer stuff a bit now by dropping it into our intelligence, raising it to a 16. As a 15th level samurai, we gain Rapid Strike. Now if we take the attack action on our turn and have advantage on one of those attack rolls, we can forego the advantage for an additional attack, but we can only do this once per turn. 28th level, the capstone of our build, is our final ability score improvement. We'll drop this into our intelligence again, raising it to an 18. End result sees us with an average of 209 hit points and an AC of 15 to 19 based on what kind of heavy armor we might be using for our exoskeleton. With our katana, we will average 10 damage a hit, with an average of 31 damage a round. If we use Rapid Strike, we average 42 damage a round. With 3 uses of Fighting Spirit, we can get an additional 15 temporary hit points each time, and a round of advantage, so we have at least 3 guaranteed uses of Rapid Strike. Our lightning launcher will deal less damage than a 2-handed katana, but it makes sure no enemy is ever out of our range. We can average 8 damage a hit, 25 damage a round. And then we have our small pool of spells to make sure we can more easily traverse terrain and battlefields and reach our targets. Assuming all goes well, we should last long enough to die at the hands of Solid Snake like we want to. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment your opinions or suggestions for new builds. I hope all your 20s are natural, and I'll see you next time.